How children mysteriously vanishing from the class. Weapons. 2025. Ending explained. 17 children mysteriously disappear from their homes at exactly 2:17 a.m. in the quiet town of Maybrook, Pennsylvania. The only one left behind is a boy named Alex Lilly, and no one knows why. As the town searches for answers, strange events begin to unfold, and suspicion falls on their schoolteacher, Justine Gandy. What starts as a missing persons case slowly unravels into something far darker, involving hypnosis, dark rituals, and a powerful witch named Gladys hiding in plain sight. As Justine and a grieving father, Archer Graff, dig deeper, they discover a terrifying truth hidden beneath Alex's home, an accursed tree that holds the key to everything. In this video, we'll explain the shocking ending, what really happened to the children, who Gladys truly was, and how Alex ultimately broke the curse. If you're looking for a full breakdown of this chilling mystery, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the story and its haunting conclusion. The setup. In the quiet town of Maybrook, Pennsylvania, a bizarre and disturbing mystery unfolds one early morning at exactly 2:17 a.m. when 17 children from Justine Gandy's third-grade class abruptly flee their homes and vanish without a trace. The only child who does not disappear is Alex Lilly. As panic grips the community, a formal police investigation is launched, and both Justine and Alex are questioned, but no concrete leads emerge. Nearly a month passes, and the case remains unsolved. Pressure builds in the town, and suspicion falls on Justine, who once had a strong rapport with her students. Under intense scrutiny and without answers, school principal Marcus Miller places Justine on administrative leave. Devastated by the growing community distrust and weighed down by guilt, Justine turns to alcohol for comfort and rekindles a strained connection with her ex-boyfriend, Officer Paul Morgan, who is also involved in the investigation. At the same time, Archer Graff, father of one of the missing children, Matthew, grows increasingly disillusioned with the police's slow progress. Grieving and desperate, Archer launches his own personal investigation into the children's disappearance. Haunted by dreams of his missing son and a mysterious woman, Archer becomes obsessed with finding the truth. Justine, still troubled by the incident, becomes concerned for Alex, the lone student left behind. She follows him home and is disturbed to see that his house is completely sealed off from the outside world, with windows covered in newspaper and his parents appearing emotionally and mentally vacant. Alarmed, she alerts Marcus, urging him to perform a wellness check. Marcus is reluctant, but the increasingly odd behavior convinces him to look into it. Meanwhile, both Justine and Archer begin to experience vivid, unsettling dreams that feature their missing children and a strange, unidentified woman. Archer's investigation leads him to discover that all 17 children fled in the same direction on the night they vanished, but he can't determine where they were heading or why. Justine again visits Alex's home and manages to speak briefly with him. He is hesitant and clearly frightened. Their interaction is cut short when Alex runs inside, and Justine decides to spend the night in her car outside the home. In the middle of the night, a mysterious woman, resembling the one from her dreams, emerges from the house and silently cuts a lock of Justine's hair. Elsewhere in town, James, a local drug addict with a history of confrontations with Paul Morgan, breaks into Alex's house under the assumption it is abandoned. While looting the place, he stumbles upon a horrifying discovery in the basement. Alex's parents, along with all the missing children, are being kept in a catatonic, trance-like state. Realizing the potential reward for information on the missing kids, James later attempts to report this to the police. However, Paul intercepts him and gives chase. James flees into the woods and encounters the same woman haunting the dreams of Justine and Archer. He is soon caught by Paul, who dismisses his claims but agrees to return with him to Alex's house. On the way, Paul handcuffs James and leaves him locked in the squad car outside while he investigates alone. Hours pass before Paul emerges and forcibly drags James into the house, hinting that Paul has now fallen under the same hypnotic influence. At school, Marcus is approached by a woman claiming to be Alex's aunt, Gladys, who says she is now caring for Alex and his parents, who have fallen ill. Marcus, unconvinced by her odd behavior, demands to see Alex's parents directly. Instead, Gladys later appears at Marcus's home, where she performs a dark ritual that hypnotizes Marcus into murdering his own husband, Terry. Under her command, Marcus is then sent to kill Justine. Justine and Archer, who are beginning to trust each other, have an intense argument at a gas station just as Marcus attacks. In the ensuing chaos, Marcus is struck and killed by a passing car. At the hospital, Justine and Archer reconcile, and from their shared visions and mounting evidence, they deduce that the children were drawn toward Alex's house, the apparent epicenter of the strange events. Determined to uncover the truth, Justine and Archer break into Alex's house. Inside, they finally uncover the dark heart of the mystery. Gladys is a centuries-old witch who has been using a magical potted tree as the source of her power. She rejuvenates herself by feeding off the life force and innocence of children. To maintain her strength, she hypnotizes her victims and puts them into a trance, essentially enslaving them. After putting Alex's parents under her spell, she threatened to kill them if Alex didn't help her. Out of fear, Alex complied, gathering personal items from his classmates so she could continue her rituals, hoping she would eventually leave them alone once she was fully restored. As Justine and Archer process the horrifying truth, Paul and James, both now hypnotized by Gladys, launch a violent attack. In the struggle, Justine kills both men with Paul's service weapon, ending their brief and tragic descent into her control. In the basement, Archer finally locates his son, Matthew, among the other children. But before he can free him, Gladys appears and uses her dark magic to hypnotize Archer into turning against Justine. A confrontation ensues. Meanwhile, upstairs, Alex, now realizing the full consequences of his actions and desperate to save everyone, enters Gladys's private ritual space. Drawing on what he's seen and the items she had stolen from Justine, he replicates her spell using her hair and other tools. The improvised ritual works. Gladys loses her control over the children. Freed from their trance, the 17 children suddenly awaken and chase Gladys through the neighborhood in a surreal and terrifying sequence. The children, though young, are now empowered and united against their tormentor. They eventually corner Gladys, dismembering and decapitating her in a violent climax that abruptly ends the curse. With Gladys destroyed, the trance lifts from all her living victims. Alex's parents are freed from their hypnotic daze, and the other children, though alive, remain deeply scarred by their experience. In the aftermath, Alex is sent to live with a more compassionate aunt in another town, far from Maybrook. His parents, unable to fully recover from what happened to them, are committed to a mental institution. Though the children are physically unharmed, the psychological damage lingers. Most of them remain in a catatonic state, and while some begin to speak again in the following years, many are left permanently traumatized. The town of Maybrook, once sleepy and uneventful, is now marked by the haunting memory of the strange summer when its children disappeared and a dark secret hid behind the walls of an ordinary house.
Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out. No one forced them.
Ending explained. In the ending of the story, it is revealed that Gladys, a witch posing as Alex's aunt, had been feeding on the life force of children to sustain her youth and power. Using a potted magical tree as the core of her ritual, she hypnotized Alex's parents and classmates, forcing Alex to assist her under threat of harming his family. Justine and Archer, through shared dreams and investigations, discover the truth and confront Gladys. When Gladys hypnotizes Archer to attack Justine, it's ultimately Alex who breaks the spell. By replicating Gladys's ritual using her own hair, Alex turns her magic against her. The spell releases the children from her control, and in a final act of vengeance, they tear her apart, breaking her curse for good. With her death, the victims are freed, but the psychological toll remains. Alex, deeply traumatized yet brave, is sent to live with a kinder aunt, while his parents are institutionalized due to lasting effects of Gladys's influence. Although the children are rescued, most remain mute and emotionally damaged, hinting that some scars may never fully heal. The ending underscores the enduring consequences of trauma and the resilience of those who survive it.